What's that, man?
All right, I'm gonna wait till everybody sits down. Don't let me get in your mind. An hour, huh?
Yeah.
1 solid hour. Yeah. I've been staring at the walls for the last 3 hours, and I feel like this place should come with a warning label. It's like, may cause seizures and hallucinations just by sitting down.
You call this some hallucinations, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like an asshole pushing my mushroom deal to next week.
Well, we dosed the pizza, so you don't have to wait.
Oh, is that why he gave me that? I thought he was handing me a free slice at the beginning. I don't know if you caught that. He's like, slice, slice, slice. And then I look over and he's like, just like handing it to me. So I figure, oh, I'm just getting one on the house. And then 10 minutes later, he's like, hey, slice, slice, slice. And I look over, he's like, did you pay yet? And I paid out of guilt. He works here, right? He's not just hanging around, just throwing shit in an oven. How are you guys? I was going to do crowd work with the earlier crowd, but they left. That guy who shook my hand was the DJ who was here, Freddie Unreal. I'd like to give it up to all my musical acts for opening for me. Autumn Schuyler, which I'm convinced is a porn name that's been stolen. Freddie Unreal, who I think just left.
Yes.
Oh, and Science Babble. Thank you. Who's back there?
Nicole.
Hey Nicole, can you come up here? I need to do crowd work to do in the beginning of my set.
All the Nicole's over there.
Come on, let's come have fun and stare at me.
I think you need a crowd to do crowd work.
Let's stare.
Oh, dude, I've done comedy in front of way less people who wanted to kill me. So this is beautiful right now. There's no other way I'd rather spend my Saturday night than fucking hallucinating somewhere else. Hi.
Hello.
Come on up. You were dancing earlier.
I do possibly.
Yeah, you dance in public?
I think I do.
That's okay. The worst dancing I've ever seen. I saw Parliament Funkadelic live in New York City.
That seems like it would be fucking awesome.
No, it was until I saw a guy in the middle of the dance floor dancing to a 10-minute long guitar solo. You probably heard of Maggot Brain, right? This motherfucker danced to that. And it pissed me off. I left. I was like, I can't stand this anymore.
Did they have the guitar player that had the giant bump on his chest? Like in 2017, they played a lot of it, and he had this huge like welt on his chest. The guitar player.
No, I don't remember any welts. I just remember a giant welt in the middle of the dance floor dancing to a guitar solo. Yeah. I've been doing, do you guys do New Year's resolutions? You do? Do you do them near New Year's though?
Yeah.
I've been pushing mine way back. I start mine in October now. Yeah, and I think back to I was like, should this be the night that I relapse on alcohol? It's been almost 5 years since I've drank alcohol.
Oh, right.
Nearly 5, yeah. Don't clap for that.
I hate it too.
No, there's an even better one. It's coming up on, I think the 8th or 9th year anniversary that I gave up fast food.
Yeah.
I've been eating fast food in like 9 years.
Good job.
Yeah. Gave up nicotine, fast food, soda. But in 2011, I gave up fast dick. That was the hardest. Yeah. Can you imagine how hard glory holes were to give up? I mean, I don't know whether I'm fucking, sucking. It's a real pickle. No, where I was, it was real.
Wasn't Dave Chappelle talking about that in his stand-up?
Don't accuse me of stealing this early in my set. I am not. I'm not if I'm anything, I'm not a joke
Let's
thief.
talk about all
That
that.
usually comes up later in the
Ah.
What?
set. That usually comes up later in the
What? That I'm stealing material? No, you're a liar. I'm telling I always tell the truth.
It's.
You hit any animals lately with your car?
No.
No. Anybody? You ever hit an animal and you feel like it haunts you? Like you feel really bad about it?
I killed my sister. I ran her over with a car.
You ran over your own sister. You know, watching you guys play, I've had nightmares about performing like this. But like naked. This is fine. You know? Alright, back to the animal killing bit. I ran over a possum long time ago. It ran underneath my car. There was nothing I could do about it. And I don't know if you guys know this, possums, when you run them over, they make this noise like... And I've been waking up every morning in a cold sweat, just thinking about that possum. And I don't know what to do about it. Should I run over should I run over your sister to make it go away?
No, I don't actually have sisters.
Well, that's good for both of us.
Oh, okay.
I don't either. No, do you have any siblings at all?
I do have 3 brothers.
Oh yeah. Do you get along with them?
Yes.
Yeah. How about you?
I have a brother and a sister.
Yeah. You want to run either one of them over?
Not at the moment.
No.
Ask me tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Changes all the time.
Oh, I thought you had like bets going, and you're like, if one of these motherfuckers owes me money, they're underneath my wheels. Yeah. I don't want to bother them in the back.
They just want pizza.
I know, everybody, pizza's good here.
It is good, yeah.
Yeah. I used to work, my first restaurant job ever was an Italian restaurant, but my favorite restaurant job I ever worked at was, I used to work in this Greek restaurant. I worked my way up from busboy to head waiter. And even then, with that authority, I wasn't above the head chef, man. Me and him were really, really close. His name was Costa. And Costa would play this really strange game with me in the morning. I would just try and come in and clean the restaurant up, do my duties. And he had this game that he called Taint Grab. That's where he would hide somewhere in the restaurant and I wouldn't know where he was. And I would just be like, you know, bending over to clean a table and he'd just bust out of nowhere and grab my taint. Be like, oh, taint pull, here we go. We're going to have a good morning together. And I'm like, yeah, this is no way to like, I mean, we don't have an HR, so there's no one for me to even go to. The owner lives in Canada, so he's not coming down to check out the employee practices, you know? He loved me though, man. He always used to say romantic things to me. He's like, oh, Daniela, I feel something wrong. I feel like you're drinking heavily lately, Daniela. I want you to know though, I love you. I hope you never leave here. You're my favorite employee. But Daniela, I want you to tell me the truth. If I've ever hurt you, I want you to say it. And all I wanted to do was just pull down my pants and show him my purple and blue asshole. These fun memories are lost on this audience. What do you guys have fun memories of? What do you want to talk about? Having fun relationships with your coworkers? You like drugs?
I remember my coworker once told me that I should have been aborted.
Where were you working? TGI Fridays?
Better yet, Massage Lux. It was a spa. That's the
Oh, it was a spa with full release.
No.
No?
I've been a massage therapist.
They told you to. What did she say?
He said that I should have been aborted.
Oh. What made him say that?
It was a woman.
What made her say that?
Dumb shit. She's a dumb bitch.
Yeah. Oh, she's pro-choice. Can't fault her on that. Yeah. Anybody?
Pro-choice all around.
Have you ever done acid before?
What do you think?
Definitely. With that scarf and that thing on your head.
Yeah.
How about you guys? You done acid?
No.
No? You want to?
I don't know.
Anybody have any?
I'm sure.
No.
Yeah. We'll talk after the show. No, I take acid, but for religious reasons.
Ah.
Like recently, I went into the woods. It's very cold outside. I just wanted to commune with God. Dropped a ton of acid, and I was about to have a religious experience. But all that ended up happening was I got robbed by a witch instead. And I was robbed. Yeah. And while she was robbing me, for some reason, she put a hex on me at the same time. And she's like, your children are gonna come out malformed. They're gonna come out crippled.
Shit.
And I
I
just
came out
thought,
crippled.
No, well, I thought I'd just rather have that $27 I had in the wallet back. You know, if my kid comes out with one arm, I mean, just look at my lifestyle, you know? Don't ever take acid and then take a dump. Don't do that. I've done that before, yeah. The toilet started talking to me, and it sounded like this. It's like, Daniel, your urine is very discolored. I'm very worried about your kidneys. You should see a doctor. And I just slammed the toilet seat shut. Shit in the woods. Brave the witch. You guys need to do more drugs. Loosen up. You didn't know there was comedy here tonight, right? No. Well, you came to play. Are you with him? Yeah? You're just support? Yeah? Oh, I thought he was telling me to wrap it up. That's good. That's good. There were people here. They were supporting their friends. And then they left. Yeah, it's no good. You guys are here, though. And I'm happy for that. Even though you're not laughing or smiling or...
I'm happy. We're happy. Look, there's just not
We'll see how long that lasts.
I'm cracking up in here.
I'd rather you crack up out here. The holidays are coming up. Do you guys know what cuffing season is? You do? What is that? What's cuffing season?
It's when people get together and it's gonna be cool.
That's half right. What does it entail, though? You're leaving?
I have to go. My friend is waiting at my house for me, so I have to go.
That old line. All right. Tell your friend I said hello.
I will. Her name's Laura.
All right. Drop an extra tab just for me.
I'm gonna smoke a lot of weed, but
All right. Smoke till you pass out.
I will.
For me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good night. Bye,
I'm walking.
guys.
I'm walking the best audience member. That's good.
Bye.
No, cuffing. You said you know what cuffing season is. What is it?
It's when you get into a relationship when you get school.
That's right, but who do you have to meet?
Person.
No, their parents. That's when relationships get tighter. Your significant other asks you, what are we? And then they inevitably say, you have to meet my mom and dad. This shit is terrifying. And I hate it. And I don't want to do it anymore, you know? But I have ways of getting out of meeting both mom and dad. Like if I have to meet somebody's dad and then come in for that really firm handshake, that dad handshake, and guy comes at me, he's like, hi, my name's Bill, what's your name? I'm like, hi, I'm the guy that's here to fornicate with your daughter. Where can I hang my jacket up? We've done that before. Or, you know, like I start talking like a pirate for absolutely no reason, but this pirate is also obsessed with conspiracy theories. So he comes at me again with the handshake. He's like, hi, my name's Bill, what's your name? I'm like, yar, they be calling me Ahab around these parts. You know, you ever been on the internet for 12 hours straight, you start to go blind? I read recently about me own breakfast cereal. It turns out the government's been putting GMOs in me Cheerios. I'm never invited back. We just have sex outside that house. No dad. Don't like meeting people's moms either. A super friend of mine tricked me into meeting her mom. No good, man. And she gets at me with this out of nowhere. She's like, so Daniel, what are your intentions with my daughter? It's no way to meet somebody. It's no first impression, you know? And I wanted to be like, I'm a good, nice Italian gentleman at heart. You know, I want to tell her the truth. And I said, look, lady, I'm really not too sure. But I definitely know it does not involve anal. I just turned the mic off. I kept my promise with her and her mom. I move real fast in relationships. That's good. This is going great. I really wish you would hurry up with that pizza for these ladies. What?
Come sit down with us.
I'd rather just stand here. And I want to put the stand in stand up, so it's just... Thank you for that offer, though. Appreciate you. Come up just a little bit closer. There we go.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you believe in God?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I take acid to commune with God. And to try and forget all my bitter past relationships.
Is God a man or a woman?
I didn't think I would have an esoteric question and answer with the audience tonight, but to tell you the truth, God is probably sexless, and He just made us in His own, or its own image. Trip me out. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if God exists.
No. Don't you hope He does, or she?
They. Yeah.
They, them. Oh, God has pronouns now. Now I gotta.
Look it up.
I'm not gonna offend God that way.
Like sliptards, the pronouns for God.
No, don't even start that. I was at this place called The Forge in North Jersey, and while I was on stage, somebody started a "Let's Go Brandon" chant, and I'm like, what did I do to like have this fucking set off? You know? All I'm talking about is just getting the vaccine. You guys get the vaccine even though it's none of my business? Yeah? Vaxxed up? Yeah? How about you? No. I like that. I like there's a separation of like fucking Yeah, I got it in this arm, and it still hurts for some reason. And a guy that was in that audience basically called me I probably can't use the word here, but it's a derogatory term for gay people. And he just blurts it out. And I'm like, again, what did I do to deserve this? I thought, the reason why I got the vaccine is probably not what you guys are thinking of. You know, like a lot of people get it to like keep their community safe. If they have susceptible relatives, to keep them, you know, like you don't want to like put them at risk. I didn't get it for either of those reasons. I just wanted to feel the cold, icy touch of the Antichrist. That's the anti-God.
That's about right.
Yeah. That's a conspiracy theory.
That's not good.
They're shoving 666 into your arm, and they're monitoring you.
Oh, not yet.
Well, if anybody's monitoring me right now, I'm probably going to get an email saying, why do you keep doing this? God, I remember like it was just yesterday, I was filming that hour special, and now I'm here with you guys. It's fantastic. There's nowhere I'd rather be, except maybe back on that stage. He left. I walked the honor. This is good. This is really good. I forgot all my material that I came prepared here to do. And I really wanted to do crowd work because I wanted to know if those two girls were just with him.
Yeah, I think they're.
And like if he made them jealous. It's like, no, I want to suck his dick tonight. No, me.
Menage a trois.
Yeah. I got a weird Instagram message this morning from somebody named FootFet22. And I groggily was looking at it. All I saw was the fet part. So I'm like, oh, this person must love Star Wars. I should probably read this. And the message was, hey man, what size shoe do you wear? It was short for Foot Fetish 22. And I answered it. I said, size 14 and a half. What kind of anus are you working with? Some people like it sloppy. I like it nice and tight. Not too tight though. Not too tight. I mean, I don't want to get like, I don't want to get my dick snapped off. First time ever anal. I'm like thinking to myself in the back of my head, I'm like, I'll probably have to get this sewn back on. Not an anal crowd. All right. We're getting personal. Did I lose you guys on just saying anal? It's quite a visual, right? You know, penis severed by anal. That's a good grindcore name. Who are you going to see tonight? Science Babble and penis severed by anal.
It's match made in heaven.
No, it's not. That's definitely made in hell. I have to sew my own thing back on. And then explain about it. It's like, oh, why didn't you pick up the phone yesterday? I'm like, I was busy performing self-surgery.
You know, I lost my dick at the Science Battle show. I'm nowhere away.
That's more problems than I care to talk about. Jesus Christ.
I think I left my dick at the venue.
I think I left my dick in, what's that song? I left my heart in San Francisco. I think I left my dick in New Orleans. Yeah, I went down there with, I was supposed to go down to New Orleans years ago with a group of friends. It was supposed to be 5 of us, and it ended up being myself and this girl who I was what I call super friends with. Do you guys know that term, super friends? That's because I made the word up. Yeah. I don't like the term friends with benefits. I think it's played out and gets used way too often. So I made my own word, super friend. That's much more than the average friend. Yeah, we do more than help each other move couches on a goddamn weekend. We're here for each other. On trips too. Yeah. And that trip ruined our friendship. She lied to me, man.
I like that.
No. She was looking through my record collection and she saw that I like had a bunch of Isaac Hayes albums. And she's like, "Oh, you love Isaac Hayes? My mom got Rolling Stones and Isaac Hayes tickets delivered to her house by Isaac Hayes in a limousine with a huge fur coat on."
Yeah.
You know, I did some research. Turns out Isaac Hayes never toured with the Rolling Stones. So I left that bitch in New Orleans. And I came back with it. Now he's wrapping up. Okay. There was more to that super friend bit. Yeah, we'll move on. What are you guys into?
You ever see Seinfeld?
Seinfeld? Oh, you gonna accuse me of ripping off Seinfeld now?
No.
I'm not going the Kramer route either, if that's what you're getting at. I almost said one word. I'm not saying that other one. You're familiar with that, right?
No.
You had a meltdown in the fucking Laugh Factory?
I don't remember that scene. I don't.
That was not part of the show. No, but they remembered.
It was not part of the show.
No. Mm-mm.
I remember that.
Why do you mention Seinfeld?
I don't know. The bit you just did reminded me of a little bit. And you asked if, I don't know, just, do you have any like, favorite scenes from Seinfeld? Have you seen it?
Not in a long time.
Not long.
No, I don't watch sitcoms too much anymore. All I watch are really bad stand-up specials and say I'm never gonna do something like that. And now, this is my hours. It's being filmed. You guys are half on camera right now. Yeah. What are you guys into? You guys believe in aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you have sex with an alien? They're coming here for some reason. It's not just to shake hands. No, it's not just to fuck around with pilots in the sky. They're coming to create new species. But the question is, what alien would you have sex with if it just came up? You know? How about you? What alien would you have sex with? And there's thousands of choices.
So she would have to have 2 arms and 2 legs. And she would have to be
Fair.
She'd have to
And it's a shit.
Yeah.
Not an id or a
I
weave a
A
nose.
hole.
Yeah.
A hole.
I've had people say the blob. The blob is not male or female. It just ingests everything. So if you stick your dick in, it's a one and done.
Nothing where I have to create my own hole.
I'm gonna forget I ever heard that. I'm gonna erase that part. What alien would you have sex with if you could have sex with an alien?
You ever hear the song? It's like, Blue, Dabba-dee?
Yeah, by the Blue Man Group. Well, they're Italian. They're not aliens.
They're Italian?
Yeah, well, they might be illegal aliens if they come here and they're like, oh, we don't have work visas. Yeah, they're Italy's biggest pop group, I think, ever.
Really?
Yeah, them and Two Unlimited. Yeah. Why did you say the Blue?
I was just making a stupid joke. There's this YouTube video. It's like Blue, Dabba-dee, Dabba-die. It's the way the song.
Oh, and there's aliens in it.
These little blue aliens that.
So you would have sex with all those little blue aliens? Would you have sex with them all at the same time or one by one, like a gentleman?
I don't know. I was thinking about that part.
Or just mash them all together into one blue, semi-tall alien?
I was leaning in that direction.
Alright, I'm not mad at that. Kind of look like Smurfs.
But the honest answer is probably like Guardians of the Galaxy. What's the blue girl or the
Okay.
blue girl Jennifer Lawrence from
That's a perfect answer.
X-Men.
That may be the best answer I've ever got. I've gotten Superman without the cape on. I've gotten Superman with the cape on to clean up the mess afterwards, and that.
Yo, Mystique and use Superman's cape afterwards.
Mystique is not an alien.
Yeah, but she's close enough.
Alright, well,
She's
can't believe you've got. How about what alien would you have sex with?
The alien from the Muppets.
What those yeep yeeps? Are they is that what you're talking about?
No.
The ones with the huge mouths? Those things scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
guy? I don't remember.
Grover?
Grover.
You'd fuck Grover? I'm not mad at that answer either. Got a big mouth, probably like a tongue hidden in there. Good, and like really like prehensile hands. These are all good answers, but they're not better than my answers. I would have sex with a xenomorph alien from Ridley Scott's Alien films and Prometheus. I'd have sex with the Deacon in that movie. Yeah. And I want to have sex with it for the reasons you guys think. Because it is tall, it's sleek, it's sexy, it has 2 mouths, it drools all the time. I want to have sex with it for that reason. I would do it because as I'm caressing its giant phallic head, it doesn't have any eyes. So I can look lovingly into its face and never lose my erection in a condom. Because I don't want to get my dick burned. It has acid for blood, I'm assuming, inside. Yeah. I should be killed by the xenomorph for that bit. Cartoons count too, because I'd have sex with Marvin the Martian. I would. I'd make it keep that helmet on the entire time. I'm sadistic sometimes with my lovemaking. And he'd be like, oh, you know, it's this thing, it's getting really hot, you know, like there's sweat dripping in my eyebrows, you know, like maybe I could just take it off and look lovingly into your face for just a few minutes, you know? I'd be nice though. I'd tap that brush part on the top 3 times in a row just to let him know I'm gonna come. You guys don't have cues for that, that's fine. Got it. I don't even want to know what you're agreeing with in that. That's a pretty good Marvin the Martian. You got to give it that, even if you didn't think it was very funny.
It was
pretty accurate. What?
It was a good Marvin Martian.
Thank you. I cut it from my special. That's how much I didn't like it. But I figured it's part of that alien bit. I'm leaving it in because it's a nice visual for me.
It was nice. This is a good spot for it.
As I stare into this empty soda container. That's a good analogy of my heart. No more love left. Yeah.
It's the flag 1080p soda can.
No. I don't, like, all of my relationships, I'm not bitter at any of my exes. I don't want, like, anything bad to happen. And I think that's, like, not the norm. Do you have friends that, like, are like, they detest their exes?
So,
Like, they want them to die?
not that many.
How about they complain on 9/11 about their exes? People do that. You open up, you're like, the nation is mourning today. You open up any social media, there's somebody on there saying, I'm tired of dating all these sociopathic, narcissistic, dehumanizing assholes. I'm like, do you not realize what day today is? Just couldn't wait till 9/12? Take that mourning somewhere else, lady. You know, capitalism led to the 9/11 museum. We're on the 9/11 part of the show now. Yeah. Hope you guys aren't offended by it. You're all right with?
I'm extremely offended.
Yeah. Oh, so you forgot. You forgot that day. Kind of hard to forget. It's in the fucking name. 9/11. Capitalism led to the 9/11 museum. Have you guys been to the 9/11 museum? I don't agree that they should have one. Because they have a gift shop in there. And I don't think that money should be made.
A gift shop in there?
They do, there's like little enamel pins. And I'm like, this is not in good taste, you know?
Auschwitz has a gift shop too.
That definitely should not have one, for Christ's sake. What are you gonna buy, like, oh, I survived Auschwitz 2021?
Yeah. Who doesn't want it?
I feel horrible saying that, and you put it in my head. That's not true.
Yeah, it's true.
Whose idea was that?
It's mostly Polish stuff.
Of course it is. Pierogies and go to the frig. I got a one-way ticket to Krakow. That just made that's gonna ruin my entire weekend thinking of the Auschwitz gift shop. My God, there's people taking selfies in front of the freaking sign out front of Auschwitz. It's like heartless freaking people,
They
you
got
know?
postcards.
What?
They got postcards.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah. Oh, guess where I am? Wish you were here. No, I was gonna say it's just a matter of time until they make the 9/11 restaurant, and they did already. My bit came true years ago. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. Somebody made a 9/11 restaurant. You know? Do you guys have a problem with that? Because I do.
Are you sure it's not just the offshoot of the 7-Eleven brand?
No, I very much researched this joke. There's memorabilia, there's like the newspaper clippings on the wall, and it's just a regular restaurant. You know, but what if they made like the 9/11 restaurant in the 9/11 museum? Double bad. You know, like you open up the greasy, gigantic menu like you're a Cheesecake Factory, but you're at the 9/11 restaurant instead. Like what goofy menu items are going to be on there? You know, like Bush did it, pan-seared chicken, temperature that steel beams melt, habanero wings. Al Gore invented the internet, hash browns.
Ground zero calorie diet Coke.
I'm not mad at that answer. They always forget my hash browns. Every diner and restaurant I've ever been to. Not at the 9/11 restaurant, we don't, sir. We don't forget anything here. And murdered on the special. I shouldn't use the word murdered. Oh boy. You guys are really on board there with the 9/11 restaurant for a minute.
You were. I mean, you had us. You had us for.
Yeah, until the actual punchline.
That's fine. I want to sit there.
I don't want that other. I don't want the real restaurant to close down. You're like, oh, is it like 7-Eleven, but just they put a 9 there? No.
Is it
Oh.
Applebee's?
Yeah, it's a real serious Applebee's.
It sounds like Applebee's. Or just have stuff. Applebee's will just have stuff from around town.
Yeah, it's like the world's most depressing TGI Fridays, TGI Tuesdays.
I've been inside of the TGI Fridays lately.
TGI, it was a sunny Tuesdays. I had more. All those other 9/11 jokes had me yelling. I don't want to yell. I wanted to keep it like calm and conservative tonight. Just want to have intimate conversations with people. Like I said, there was an audience. There was a girl here that was like admitting to me that she basically wanted to do acid with me, and then she's like, "Your material is so fucking bad. I gotta get the fuck out of here and go see my friend." Yeah. You guys ever been somewhere and you get a text message to go have sex? And you have to think of an excuse to leave, but you can't really say that. Like what would you say in that case? You can't say, I'm going to have sex. Like I was at a birthday party. What would you say to get out of that? Let me preface this. It was also at a really douchey sports bar.
Oh man.
And I didn't like the person whose birthday it was.
I'd probably say my mom called me and I have to go home, but that's actually what usually happens.
All right.
It's not someone texting me to have sex.
That's something you don't have to feel guilty about. Yeah, it's like my mom needs me.
Yeah.
She's fallen in the house and maybe dying.
My mother.
And it's your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's overdosing on acid. I have to talk her down off the fucking roof. That's my mom. She knows I'm here. What would you say to get out of that? You can't say, I'm going to fornicate with my super friend.
There are so many things to say.
Name one.
I have to go play Sudoku in the park.
At 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
With who?
Homeless guy.
The 9/11 truther? A homeless guy?
A QAnon guy.
Well, those are my kind of people, apparently. You know, that crowd that called me the F slur and said, let's go, Brandon. What would you say? What would that person on the phone say?
You just say, I gotta go.
I have to leave your birthday party where I didn't buy you a present at. I just have to get out of here.
It's like, hey, sorry, man, I gotta go.
Oh. I'm like, please don't leave. I feel like somebody put money in one of those tip jars and I stayed. That's the weird thing too. It's like people performed here and you're supposed to wait till the end of the show, then you get paid. That's the stipulation. That's how you keep people here.
Yeah, exactly.
But they left anyway.
They don't want, no one cares.
God damn it, man. People dipping even when money's promised. I don't understand it, man. I wouldn't leave if sex was promised, if acid was promised, and if money was
No,
promised.
acid was promised, they probably didn't want people to stay.
I'd stay here for 20. I do a fucking 3-hour set. You guys would leave after. I'm surprised you're still here. Well, thank you.
I'm also surprised.
Thank you for that too.
Staying for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. When am I on time? I think I've been up here. Okay, we're at the 36 minute mark.
Are you going all the way?
I'm done.
Alright, I'm with it.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. There was I was segueing into something. Acid. You ever done shrooms? Did I ask you that?
No.
No? You should. It's the best feeling I've ever had in my life. Yeah. And I was by myself.
Oh,
Yeah. Would you do it with somebody else? No, I'm not with you on that. I used to drink alone. Bad move. You know, I'd be drinking till like 7 in the morning in my basement. And I'd look out the window. I'm like, oh, look at the sun coming up. And then I hear my roommate come downstairs to go to work. And I'm like, God damn it. Well, I guess I better go to sleep. And then just slam the whole bottle of tequila that was left. And I go to bed. I don't recommend that. You know? People would ask me, hey, Dan, you sound like you need a therapist. Are you talking to one? And I say, yes, I am. His name is Dr. Pepe Lopez. It's a very cheap tequila. Very cheap. You know. You drink? Oh, you stopped. Good.
Doing the same shit.
Oh, drink until the sun comes up. He's like, well, I'd love to admire the sunrise, but I have to go to bed. Can't go to sleep on acid, man.
I
Can't.
have done it.
You're a madman. I've done multiple tabs, and I'm awake into the next day, just enjoying everything.
Alright.
But you can't see, the thing is though, I was enjoying everything because I was by myself. You know, if you mix people into that equation, it can be disastrous.
It is about yourself. But it's something.
I thought they were talking about acid. Go on.
It's a by yourself thing, but I think that very good things can come doing
They can.
it. It has to be.
I've written half my material on all kinds of substances.
I'm saying doing things with other people.
Mm.
Sexton was working on shrooms.
You shouldn't sext with other people either while they're around and compare like, oh, look at this.
I mean,
You know, this is the most disgusting thing I've ever read. Well, I could top that, and I'm on shrooms. I walked another person I didn't even know was here. I think he snuck in and just went to the bathroom during my set. What a bummer.
doing coke in the bathroom.
How did you guys fare during the beginning of the pandemic? What were you guys doing to you were probably locked in, your house, you're not going anywhere. What were you up to besides doing drugs?
Watching TV.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Watching TV, playing guitar.
Oh, improving a skill.
You saw me playing the bass.
Yeah, you good too.
I didn't start playing until 14.
Oh, really? I stopped playing during quarantine. I started writing more, but I did at the very beginning of the lockdown. I did the only thing that I could do. I watched a 2.5-hour documentary about Dick Warlock. You guys know who that is, Dick Warlock? He played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. He was the Shape. Dick Warlock. And as I was watching the documentary, high off my ass on acid, I thought, that name is perfect. Dick Warlock. Especially since he was coming up in the industry in the late 70s into the 80s, Dick Warlock. Now, my penis has been called many things throughout my life. Beautiful, too much, exquisite, but never a phallic wizard. Dick Warlock, man. It's the best porn name that's never not been stolen. Like Autumn Schuyler. I've seen that name before, but the porn star spelled it Skyyyler. I don't like when they double up letters.
Yeah, it's like this is what scene kids used to do with exes.
I just think it's pretentious. I don't like my porn pretentious. I like it nasty. What do you guys like? Yeah, just anything that's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, triple penetration. You into that? That's no good.
First video.
I once clicked on a video and then it was just
Little person, gigantic person. That's confusing.
But I also just saw guys and that's just getting rammed.
I don't like that view. I don't like the behind the guy view. That's like all it is. It looks like a freaking zoo animal. And it's just, I'm like, what is going on here? This isn't romantic.
I mean, you don't watch porn for romance.
Yes, I do. And I watch it for good editing, too. I don't like European porn, man. And I got here's 3 jokes in a row on European porn. And speaking of fucking double names, I used to watch this nutcase from Sweden. His name was Yvonne, with 2 N's. So you know he's an asshole. And he was probably, let me do a visual here. He was about this long, completely hard. Totally maxed out. And he's just like at the end, he's just fucking going to town. And I'm like, why is the camera focused right on that? As he's saying oh yeah, I'm going to give it to you, go, yeah. Did the editing button break? I had to fast forward 6 minutes of this shit. Porn from England, no better. After I get past the teeth, it's just all I have to do is just listen to some uncircumcised nutcase, and then just be like, can you come a little faster, you limey bastard? Come on, you rummy Lori, let's hurry it up. I gotta finish too. And I put a bowler hat on, again, like in the moon. Don't ever watch. This is the worst out of all of them. Amateur Australian porn. Australia's in a bad lockdown right now, and their porn is it's gotten exponentially worse. Yeah. The porn set is like a dilapidated house, and there's snakes on the floor, spiders in the corner, and you got the male talent just looking right at you in the camera. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, I forgot the punchline. Because there's 2. There's the male and the female. Alright, I'll do the female instead. It's the female is lying on a dirty ass mattress. Oh yeah, big man, put it in me good eye. She's a Skull and Crossbones eye patch on. Not a fan of Australia.
No.
Or that visual.
No.
How'd you like to look right at that?
No, it was dope, but for one.
And then be like, you had the nerve to tell me to wear a condom, and I have to look at an eye patch like that? Come on, Australia. All right. I'm going to close out big. I'm going to close big just for you guys. That's right. You want something filthy or safe? Filthy? One. Filthy. Phil, we're going filth. Yeah, before I do, what's the most bizarre porn you've ever seen? You're wearing sunglasses still underneath a fluorescent light.
A lot of lights, man.
Yeah. You can't say.
Pregnant midget porn.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that already. Midget, well, I don't like the word. Let's not say midget. Little person, gigantic person.
You said pregnant.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
Pregnant midgets.
Why?
You just end up there. Sometimes.
No, it's a pandemic.
Yeah, it's COVID, man. 2020 was a bitch.
It was, but I reconnected with a lot of people. And one of the people I reconnected with was a former super friend of mine. And guys, I don't know if you've ever been with somebody who has like gaudy tattoos that like annoy you already, but this particular person had an RIP tattoo to her own mom sprawled across her chest, held up by what I thought were two pigeons. It turned out it was two turtle doves holding a banner. It said RIP, her mom's entire name, and the date, born and died. And I'm just trying to maintain an erection and thrust as it's right here, it's lit, I'm reading it. In and out, in and, born on, died, born on, died. It's rough. And she looked at me as I'm sweat just pouring, and I'm trying not to get it on that. I'm trying to just like wipe it off real fast. And she's like, Dan, you can come here if you want to. If you feel it, Dan, come right here. And I didn't. Because not only is that morally reprehensible, but I read up, and it turns out that it is illegal in New Jersey to ejaculate on an effigy. It's not quite an hour, but I promised that was the last joke. So we'll call it an hour. Thank you guys for staying. What's your name? Billy and Steph. I love you guys. Thank you for staying. Thank you, Steve. My name is Daniel Caprio. Utterly ridiculous. My hour and 15-minute YouTube special is up now, soon streaming for the holidays. And thank you guys so much. I love stand-up comedy, and I love my life. Have a good night.
Oh, sorry. Should have turned it off.